Yo, 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 yo. Let me know what we looking like, man. It's Big Ant, the spokesman. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. My boy got an electric Honda. That whole loud as hell for some reason. We outside with it, man. Vibe stream, not the live stream. What's she looking at? We back on the block with it, man. We finna get to it. We got a lot to discuss, man. Uh, we're gonna address a few things, a lot of things. We're gonna run through them all. See y'all here early, man. What's good? What's good? Shreveport in the building. We're gonna let a few more people get up in here. Y'all come in here. Y'all know the drill. We not tripping off the donations, but we need that participation. Give me a mic check and an audio check. Shout out to Port Arthur, Texas. Most deaf. Shout out to the whole PAT from the north, man. From the north side, Greenspoint. What's going down? What's going down? We outside with it, man. Shout out to Dago. My boy. I'll be black. What's good? What's good? Y'all turn it up, man. We finna get to it. Just letting a few more people get up in here. Shout out to everybody today that's on the clock right now. I actually got out here kind of early tonight, man. It's booming. The parking lot is full. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cars parked in the lot. 3 cars getting gas. The lights is booming. The traffic booming. Car just pulled out. Shout out to Philly. We're going to spill a reel on Philly for a second, man. Shout out to my Philly people. Shout out to everybody at work right now. Uh, Gas station workers. I'm on the block right now. My people that's at the machine shops. My people that's answering the phone lines. My people at the pharmacies. My people that got to get up in the morning and go to the warehouses. Any type of machine shop, forklift driver, anything like that. Chemical plant workers be tapped in, listening. People on the railroad be listening. Shout out to everybody who just supporting. Shout out to all my drivers, 18 wheelers, anything of that nature. Anything that you got going, my boys doing the hot shot. Shout out to Virginia. We just letting the people get up in here real quick, y'all. Shout out to the replay gang. Appreciate the donation. Nicaraguan Swank. Shout out to everybody in that oil field for shit show. I'm here, Ant. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, man? I'm not ready for that album. Salute to whoever, though. You know, if you like music, support that. Any artist you like, any artist you vibe out with, uh, go support it, man. If you like the music. I didn't get to watch the Colorado. Colorado played today, right? We finna get to it. Shout out to the replay gang. We gonna spill a reel on the topics. We just killing the time, letting the people get in. Make sure y'all turn it up, get activated. Give me a mic check and an audio, a mic check, audio check real quick. What's the quality like? And we gonna let's start it. Give me a mic check, audio check. Are we straight? We straight. I can't see y'all. I can't. Yeah, I don't see. We good. We good. Okay. Shout out to Colorado. Got a lot going on in Colorado right now, and we can't confirm everything with that, but got a little bit of footage on it. We straight. Okay, bet. Quality could always a little choppy, little choppy. Let me see if I can get a little bit better signal. Blurry. We blurry. I gotta let me know. I'm gonna try to find a better spot. That ain't it. Let me see if I can find a good spot over here. Y'all know the location, the duck off spot on the block. The service do be getting a little nervous at times. Let me know when we get a little bit better. Let me know when we get a little bit better. How we looking right here? We straight? Let's get to it, man. Uh, First thing I want to speak on, the rappers crashing out, man. I gotta make sure I speak the real on this. Shout out to Fall 9 G County, man, for sure. We straight now? Are we decent? Or we still too blurry? If we too blurry, we'll move around. Let me know. Look, 3D. Okay, hold on. Dang. Hate when I can't find a good Nah, let me know how bad it is. If it's terrible, let me know if it's terrible. If it's terrible, let me know if it's terrible. If it's terrible, let me if it's just bad, let me know. It's straight. All right, now don't tell me it's straight. We good? Okay, bet. So I do want to make this one thing clear, bro, with us. Uh I'm trying to get out that light hell. Uh I'm trying not to get in that light, man. That light too much, bro. That light probably irritating y'all right there. I'm trying not to get in that light, man. Dang. What about now, bro? I'll say the light helped. That light, it just looked like it'd be irritating. Let's get it started, though, man. Most definitely condolences to the family of the artist YBC Duel out of Philly, his loved ones, his friends, family, anybody going through it with the loss of him being shot and killed. Seen his father speak out online last week, and most definitely for any other families of the people he was dissing in his music, the people he was mocking in his music, and anything of the sort on the other side of that. I'm not in the Philly details. I'm not getting into the details. I don't need to know the details. I don't need to know about all the beefs and the drama. That's the streets. Um, um, this is something that's going on all across America. Young dudes being in beefs, young dudes being in gangs and cliques and being into it with other gangs and cliques for whatever reason. I just want to always say that at the end of it, bro, just know what you're doing for anybody, because I can only talk to the people that's still here. The ones that's gone, I can't really talk to them no more. But I got to do my role as a platform out here, bro, and come and tell the ones that's still here, like, look how their families are reacting to these deaths. Look how their families are left to deal with that pain. You know, when one of your homies die, look, you know, if that happens, if you lose a homie, look over at his mama, bro. Look at that face and you know, look at that sorrow and that pain you feeling, that pain that you feel when your homie loses. Like, just think that that's how your other homies gonna feel if that happens to you. If that happens to you, your mother can be there, your father can be there, your kids can be there. And that's why I say this and the dead. Yeah, bro, I understand that was a wave. It took off. It became a thing. But it's been out of hand. It's been out of hand. But I'm never going to be the person that's going to just give up. I'm not going to be that guy that's just going to say, I'm giving up on niggas. If niggas, they ain't worth nothing. No. I'm not gonna be that person, bro. I'ma always come speak out against that in a way of y'all don't have to do that. Like, yeah, you might get a couple blog posts, you might get a couple views, you might get a few streams, somebody might call you for an interview. But fam, that is temporary, bro. The goal is to last. The goal ain't to get rich quick. The goal is to survive. The goal is to make it out. Y'all niggas cool with dying and ain't even seen 30 yet, bro. I've been 25 before. Trust me. You want to make it till you 30 if possible. Now, sometimes things is out of people's hands. That's life. You just never know. And I understand the environment, bro. I understand it. Nigga done seen it all. But I just want y'all to know that ain't got to be the end all or be all, bro. Ain't nothing cool about crashing out. Ain't nothing cool about getting on on the internet, making fun of or dissing somebody dead or being sarcastic about somebody that died. Bro, that stuff is never cool, bro. Don't get high off your own clout. Don't get high off these likes. Don't get high off these fans who don't really care about you, bro. Don't get high off of these bloggers who don't care about you, nigga. They look at you and they see business and they see money. They might develop a relationship with you, but guess what? Something go wrong with you, bro. They moving on to the next. They moving on to the next. So I just want that part to be understood, man. I seen what happened in Philly. I seen the one artist, the hottest artist. I really don't even want to tie his name into it because I just want him to do better. But I seen he pulled up on the street out there, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to say his name just because I feel like he could be better than that, bro. I feel like you got potential, bro. I feel like, nigga, you got a record deal, nigga. You got a record deal, bro. You on pace to be a multi-millionaire right now. Why are you worried about still trying to do this and other dead like that man died? Just move on, bro. Keep doing music. You didn't need that. That is not going to benefit your career. That is not going to help you. All you did was throw out some energy and a vibe and a thought into the universe. And like I tell y'all, bro, the laws of relation. For every action, there's a reaction. For every there's cause and effect. You threw something in the universe now that's gonna affect somebody. You threw something into the world, into the air, into the environment that people can see, and they're gonna have an emotional reaction to this. And they're gonna be like, oh, you on that. We see how this cycle goes, and we gotta stop the cycle as a community, bro. So I want the artists to win. I want these artists to be successful. I understand certain niggas is caught up in it and they gonna do what they do, bro. The ones that lost their life, condolences, all of them. Their families, condolences, man. God bless their souls. But we have to make sure we telling the next generation, bro, this shit here is not the way out, bro. Y'all coming up and some of y'all are wanting to have ops. Y'all thinking y'all gotta have ops. Y'all, and I hate that we in that cycle in the music business where people think that that's real, bro. They think that that's real, like, hey, like this is the only way. And I have to blame the consumer, myself. I'm taking my credit in it. I have to blame the artist, of course, the artist first, but the environment. It's so many things, but people just want to paint it off as one thing. It's probably 10 major things of why this is going on in the rap game. The record labels don't care. This billion dollar industry and the execs behind the scenes that y'all don't see, they don't care. They just looking to get rich. They not in the field. You don't even know what they look like. Y'all don't even know what they look like. We don't even know I know what some of them look like. But they don't care what's going on outside. They looking at it like, hey, there's always another nigga. I remember when Skip Bayless, I call him a nigga needer. And I call Skip Bayless a nigga needer because Skip Bayless is the type. He know he can't survive without niggas. He know his platform is based on niggas, but he will try to talk down to niggas and discredit niggas. That's why I call Skip Bayless a nigga needer, even doing it to the point he will do it to his co-host for ratings, for shock value. I will get on TV and diminish your career as a top NFL player ever. Shannon Sharp is a top 10 tight end, no matter how you feel. He got to be a top 75 NFL player. Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless is the type of person I will sit across from you at this table and diminish you and trash you to our millions of viewers for content. But I don't have content without you or the other nigga needers we use. The other niggas we use. I will tear down LeBron's career for 20 years from my Twitter account every time he does anything, including winning the Olympics, a historical moment. Him, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, all on the court shining. Look, Skip Bayless is on Twitter hating. And we, as a community, I'm not going for the mindset. That's his job. Hey, fam, it is nobody's job to hate. That is not analyst. That is I'm strategically going a negative route on you for ratings. That's not real journalism, y'all. That's a choice. He doesn't have to do that. That's what he chose to do. That's what he chose to do, man. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Stop letting these people make y'all think that y'all have to go this route to appease them, bro. You don't have to be negative, dog. And you can talk about your environment. I'm ready for the music to shift. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to take my credit. I like some drill music. I like some drill songs. But I feel like it's getting to this point where it's too much. Everybody got to take accountability. The fans, the artists, the people that go engage and throw gasoline on the fire without real social commentary around it. It'll be different if you was covering these topics with real social commentary, bro. Which brings me to my next question, my next topic. And the bloggers, fam, the bloggers. I don't want to hear any bloggers whose platforms have a long history of being negative, disrespectful, insensitive, and what they present to the game being a villain. If you that person, fam, whoever, I don't want to hear from academics. I don't want to hear from Adam, our culture, some type of advice in how people should move and what's supposed to disrespect on some how dare you type shit. How dare you? Like I listened to academics today or last night, whatever, and he told the Brandon Buckingham dude to go to YBC Dual, to homie name, YCB Dual funeral. He said, go to his funeral. And I'm like, fam, don't nobody want no cameraman or no blogger pulling up to their funeral. Why would you even suggest that? And I'm like, is he serious? But I was waiting for him to just like be like he's not serious, but he was serious. And I'm like, nah, bro, like that ain't what that is. Like, it's already too much on this. Dual has to wear what he did, and he had to pay the consequences for what he did as he did. Condolences to his family. But his family don't want the blogger who was recording and putting this stuff up at his funeral. Bro, that man just died. So that's like no, bro. No. So I heard academics say that. Then I heard him go at academics, which academics called him a name first. He's called him a voyeurist, a voyeurism, whatever. That's like calling him a vulture or just sit back watching for the shock value, looking for the opportunity to observe some stuff. I guess voyeurism, that's his definition of how he painted. I thought voyeurism had something to do on some like sexual stuff or something like that. But I guess he's saying the vibe or the energy is like savagery viewership, or viewing it in a way of like I'm just sitting here watching this with some type of thrill and get off about it, and that's the way I'm presenting it to the people. And true, that can be seen as that, but I'm like, nah. And academics, I would tell academics this if he ever want to have a conversation, fam. You can't come on here and trash this Brandon Buckingham dude and then shout out and show respect to Trap Lord Ross for what he does. Talking about they're not there for hip hop and he's not there to rock with the hip hop. Trap Lord Ross really rocks with the hip hop. Trap Lord Ross claimed to fame as of late has been serial killers and murders and rappers dying. He's not on there promoting artist music unless I haven't seen it. Unless I haven't seen it. If I'm wrong, can somebody tell me I'm wrong? If I'm wrong, somebody tell me I'm wrong. I can't understand how I'm listening to this clip and academics is saying Trap Lord Ross is really doing this. This dude is way overseas. See, I'm going to be real with academics and I'll be real with all of them. I look at what Brandon Buckingham is doing as exploitive as well, for sure. Very exploitive. People that want to rock with him, they can, if that's what you choose to do. I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm just offering advice. When I see a white dude who's not from the environment, not from the culture, and I know you didn't come in the game doing this, I know you didn't come in the game pulling up to the hoods, fucking with the rappers. I know you found the niche. Same thing with Adam 22. You came in the game as a biker, BMXer, which BMX has a culture. It's all type of people that ride BMX. But you didn't come in rocking with rap like that. That wasn't your platform. You caught an opportunity, turned up, we switching over now. I'm pretty sure if you look at the Brandon dude, he's probably done the same thing. It's not the same book, different, old book, different chapter, whatever. Fam, if you covering the culture, you talking about the culture, you are supposed to be linking, locking in, and doing business or interacting with the culture that you're covering, or you're vulturing it. You're vulturing it. You're supposed to be on the pavement a little bit. Now, I'm not saying go crash yourself out. I'm not saying pull up to these hoods and blocks. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pull up to a nigga hood and tell them bring everybody out. If that's what you want to do, cool. I'm just telling you what come with this. Because it's going to be responsibility on all sides. There is no pointing no fingers. It's going to be responsibility on the fans, because fans is hyping it up. It's going to be responsibility on the people who live in it and doing it. It's going to be responsibility on the bloggers and everybody involved. Now, it's going to be levels of responsibility, but hearing them point the finger at him and go at him, bro, y'all are doing the same thing. Y'all just doing it differently. Y'all are doing the same thing. Y'all are just doing it differently, fam. It is what it is. I get the same energy from all of them niggas. They just do it differently. The Brandon Buckingham dude is just willing to go to the hood. He came to the hood out here several times. He's just willing to go to the hood. That's how I look at it. It don't matter how much you rock with niggas, bro. Nigga know what this is. Nigga know, okay, he's seeing the bag off of this. His platform is growing. If it wasn't for your platform growing, you would not be doing this. This isn't your life. This isn't your lifestyle. This isn't your culture. This isn't your upbringing. This isn't your background. Nobody can ever tell me nothing, nigga. This is me since day one. They will try to be combative and try to point like, it don't work with me, nigga. I'm born and raised in this. I've been doing interviews since the first time I got on the camera, 2018. We've been interviewing. I've been going hood to hood, block to block, corner store to corner store. And it was not to interview rappers about their murders. Have rappers I interviewed caught murder charges or beat murder charges or wrongfully accused of murders? Yes. Have I interviewed artists who got a street story to tell? Yes. But I'm not going there like, hey, bro, you going to turn me up. Get on here and let's do a breakdown of you dissing the dead. No, fam, we not doing that. I'm not talking to you on the camera. If you want to tell your story about an incident that went down and how you better from it and you chasing your music now, that's different than you getting on here and let me mock the dead, let me make fun of the dead, let me clown the dead, and then I'm going to go do a whole write-up and script on it and explain it while I'm doing the vlog with you. No, dog. That ain't it. You can't tell me to sit up here and think that you really think that was needed. I don't care what the rapper told you. I don't care what he approved of you. You know that's crossing the line, fam. You know that's crossing the line. You know what you're doing, but you want the views. You want that bag. You want that money. You know you're pushing for controversy. You're pushing to cross that line because you got so many views so far, but you want to keep this show rolling. And that's the lane I don't want to go down. I don't want to get to that point where, hey, man, I'm so down bad and I'm so whoop-de-whoop. I got to come with all this super duper negative stuff to keep this show rolling, bro. Let me tap in with the chat a little bit, y'all. I ain't even been reading. Say, yeah, the mods on their job tonight. Appreciate y'all. Need to be here more often. Get them weirdos out of here. These new dudes, the this and the dead look weird. Yeah, we got to get to this and the stuff, man. It's got to be something different. Blame the dummies talking. Talk to Ish. Talk that Ish now for sure. Well, I'm saying I seen a little bit of the video he dropped. See, I didn't see that video. I didn't know that he dropped that video when YBC Duel got killed. So I didn't know about that video. All I remember was YBC Duel, the grave site, and condolences to whoever grave he was disrespecting or he was trying to emulate somebody's grave like he was disrespected. I saw that back in like earlier this year, maybe like February, whatever, early March or something. I saw that whenever it hit the blogs. I saw that when it hit all the blogs. I never watched the interview from him. Never saw anything from him. Never paid attention. I saw the look when it was hitting the blogs, they was posting the part of him messing with the grave, and then they'll do the slideshow of the music video. So I heard that, and I didn't go check his stuff out. I was like, I don't want to get into that. That ain't my like. This is too much. I did started seeing the McDonald's conversation popping up online. I might have clicked it for 15, 20 seconds. And I said, I'm not going to get into this. I see where this is going. To each his own. I did notice, okay, it has that dark Detroit beat, which is the new Philly, one of the new Philly sounds, where they're taking that Detroit tempo and beat pattern, and they're kind of slowing it down, and they're making it have a dark vibe. That's what the Philly sound is right now. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's the Philly drill, I guess. You know, I rock with Leaf Ward. Shout out to Leaf Ward. That nigga was going crazy. I'm a fan of him. I was on Leaf Ward before he got onto that, started rocking with that sound a little bit. Leaf Ward, a chick put me on the Leaf Ward. A chick from New Orleans, man. So I turned up and you know, I kept working. Now, the next thing I remember with Duel, the interview on No Jumper. I didn't watch it. I forgot about Duel. I saw the little stuff. I never paid attention. I never really even locked his name in. He popped back up on my timeline for going on No Jumper and dissing all of the hoods. That's the clip I saw running. Of course, No Jumper ran it as expected. Other blogs started to pick it up. One of the homies sent it to me and said, bro, this is crazy. Dog, this is not going to end well for him. I watched that clip. I said, man, why is he doing this? Why? Condolences. Condolences to his family. God bless his soul. But I said, why? Then a little bit after that, I realized, okay, this is the same dude that did the grave. The grave scene. I said, oh, this is his MO. I want y'all to know that was in May. That was in May, y'all. We are in August. He didn't make it 4 months after that. Now, that might not be a direct correlation. That might not have nothing to do with that storyline. It could be a whole separate incident or why this happened. But I'm just saying, watch what you putting into that universe, bro. Watch what you putting into the universe. But I'm not gonna let Brandon Buckingham tell me that he thinks that he's doing something productive or doing something that is positive or something that needs to be done in this game when you're going to this guy's hood and allowing him to diss all these people in your video, and then you make a video and break it all down and you explaining it. I didn't watch the full video. I just hearing them talking about the lyrics and the murders, and I'm saying, oh, so this was different for me because he was explaining all the stuff first. Then I fast forwarded because when I did my video on it, I only remembered the No Jumper interview. So I was like, wow. But then when I saw the other videos, oh, everybody like, he just dropped this video. People sending it to me. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll check this out. So I'm skimming through it is when I realized, oh, they did an interview and he went and did commentary on the interview as well. I said, hey, man, this is crazy. Now, for anybody, if you just reporting on something that's just breaking and something that just happened, okay, this is out there, this is the trending topic, a rapper just got killed, that's covering news, bro. That's covering news. Rapper got shot, rapper got killed, that's covering news. Somebody got da-da-da, oh, he got robbed, da-da-da, that's going to break all over the blogs. That's news in the moment. But going and doing a documentary breakdown of lyrics and murders and who was beefing, who was arrested, I don't care if they approve that to you or not. You got to have a brain on your own. Is this what I want to put my face on? Is this what I want to tie my name to? Is this what I want to be associated with? Is this what I want my legacy to be about? But see, I get it because I don't respect it. I don't think that you're not finna tell me you think that that's journalism. And even if it is, fam, who cares? Just because it's journalism and you're not breaking the law, we got unwritten laws in this culture, fam. Would you want somebody to do that to your family? Would you want somebody to do that to your loved ones? And the thing is, it don't matter what he told you he wanted. You still make the ultimate decision to put it out. You did, not him. You didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. You chose to do that. You chose to do that. You wanted to do that. Nigga, I don't care what the rapper told you. You went and edited all this video stuff, talked about all these murders, all these dead people, everybody he dissing, everybody he clowning. You sat there and watched that, edited it, put it together, got it together and said, hey, man, this video is going to do millions of views. You wanted to do that, so you got to take the consequences with that. Now, you ain't the reason he got killed. You ain't the reason he died. He didn't get shot because of you. He didn't die because of you. He was living like that. But at the same time, y'all niggas over here pointing these fingers at each other, no. And academics jumped out there first on him, so he felt the need to defend himself. But look here, bro. You pulling up to the hood, pulling up to the block, I can't say this. That is better in a way of, hey, I'm going to go interact with the artist I'm dealing with than the nigga who not interacting with the artist. It shows a little bit, hey, nigga, I'll pull up out here today to rock with y'all at least. Now, true, a nigga do it, you ain't going to get that same type of pass a lot of the times if you on that type of time. If you are a nigga, you're not going to get that same type of pass if you on that type of time of being disrespectful. See, academics can't go to the blocks and the hoods and do those type of videos because he's been so disrespectful online. The Brandon Buckingham dude, he's coming off as, hey, I'm just shooting a cool vlog with y'all. Academics is heavily opinionated, heavily disrespectful, and our culture, our demographic is foundational Black Americans, niggas. We have unwritten laws and codes that we have to follow. We break them. We make mistakes. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally, sometimes on purpose. But we have a little bit of a code and guideline that we move with as a people, as a unit. What's understood don't got to be explained. Academics has crossed that line a lot. So he will never be comfortable going to the block and going to the hood and doing that type of content. And he probably doesn't want to either, because he ran it up without having to do that. He ran it up just talking about it and then bleeding that into other ways. But at the same time, I just got to say this and we'll move on. Y'all niggas got to look at what y'all doing and stop getting mad, fam, when people got things to say. You know what you're doing, you know why you're doing it, and you know why people are upset. Stop playing dumb. You got to take whatever come with it, dog. If you gonna move like that, you gonna make fun of people getting shot and killed and be disrespectful online and joke and laugh and be sarcastic, have this weird documentary style stuff, calling people serial killers and all this, but they'll get on here and let you, and they'll talk circles. They'll use word semantics. That shit don't work with me, dog. Cause I know what it is. This is them defending, trying to make you feel like you're not supposed to feel away. No, nigga. They know why you feel away. That same reason why you feel away and you don't like how it portrays your people and it's manipulative and exploitive, that's the same reason it's going viral. The reason it's going viral is because it's exploitive, is because it's dark. The reason it's going viral is because it's pressing that line. The reason it gets 1 million views is because it's pressing the line. It's going to those places that you're really not supposed to go in. That's the reason it's going up like that. Am I right or wrong, y'all? That's the reason it turns up. The shock value, they're like, hey man, how damn that nigga going that far with it, he going that deep. And then people are on at that point to see, let me see how this is going to end. Let me see how this story going to end. Does it last? Well, then let me see what type of stuff they got going on. That's what that is. So I'm just speaking for the media, the artists, everybody. Everybody got their role to play, dog. All of them. The thing I just don't like is for the media niggas, y'all ain't, nah, bro. Don't build your platforms off of this negativity, criminal stuff, violence, talking death and promoting death in a way of humor or documentary style, and use these words. Let me give a disclaimer. Oh, and act like you care about the hood. No, nigga. No, we not, no. Niggas didn't ask y'all for that. Niggas didn't ask you to come. Nigga, they do now because you got the platform, but the services y'all offer is not something that the black community needed or said, we need somebody to do this. Y'all did it, it got popping, and niggas is like, well, hey man, this is our lifestyle. Shit, come get it on camera. Fuck it. Nigga, we not finna be finessed into thinking that this is a representation of all our people. Fam, they promote the violence. They promote the killing. They promote the murder. They don't promote the black families that get up and go to work every day. They don't promote that because nobody want to watch that. They only gonna go promote our criminals. They only gonna go promote our murderers and shooters and robbers. Like I said, I heard academics speak on the dude Trap Lord Ross, and he promoted him in a way like, nah, he does it the right way and he's doing it differently. He's a real fan. Say, my nigga, no. No, my nigga, this dude has documentaries on killings and murders and niggas who died in violence, bro. That's all I've been seeing him do for the last year. So it's like, nah, bro, he in the same boat, nigga. He in the same boat. We not doing that. And I have to speak out against that. They gonna do what they do. You don't see me saying boycott these niggas. You don't see me saying stop fucking with these niggas. I don't say that. But I'm just calling people out for what it is, because y'all are not a part of my culture. Y'all are not a part of my lifestyle with my people, my community. I don't have to be a gangster, a killer, a robber, a jacker, or a stepper for those people from my community to be a part of my community and my culture. These are still my people, and y'all are different. Y'all grew up different, y'all live different, y'all think different, and y'all talk different. And y'all talk about my people like science projects. I hear the language, I hear the descriptions, I hear the adjectives. I see how y'all present it on camera, the wording, the thumbnails. I know what y'all doing with it. And I know that some of y'all, not all of y'all, will abandon it at any moment. At any moment. At any moment, bro. But the thing is, with our culture and our community, the thing is with violence in ours, violence gets more views in any community, any culture, any race, any ethnicity, any background. Violence for anybody is going to get way more clicks than something positive. That's just what that is for any group of people, any race, anything. But the thing is, propaganda, yellow journalism, and the weapon of media has made the entire world think this is all that we have going on. Highlight and promote them as the murderers, the killers, and the violent motherfuckers. That's it. They don't promote our kids or our community graduating from college. They don't promote our good, our positive, unless you playing sports or something like that. But, oh, that's boring. That's boring. Nigga getting up, going to work every day, that's boring. Nigga taking his kids to football practice, that's boring. I'm going to keep drilling it into y'all. They not going to promote when I'm going to AAU games in the summer how many black fathers is up there with their sons. They not going to promote that. They not going to promote how many black fathers is up at the basketball game with their sons. They not going to promote how many mothers is up at the games with their sons. They going to promote the ones out there twerking and ratchet and acting crazy and talking that fuck my baby daddy shit. See, we used to have a balance of all this stuff. I've been telling y'all this forever. We used to be able to offer a little bit of everything. I always go back to the world star hip hop effect. I always go back to the world star hip hop effect, which started it on a high level. There were other little things, you know, hood fight DVDs, hood to hoods, but it was still a balance with that. But when world star hip hop came out, the shock value factor came into our culture. What did you have? Rap and hip hop being placed on the same website right next to fight compilations and all type of nonsense and ignorance. Rap and hip hop is seen, no matter how y'all slice it. I don't give a fuck what none of them New York niggas say. This is seen as a black culture, my nigga. Rap and hip hop culture. Y'all don't want the ignorance of rap and hip hop to represent y'all. Y'all only want the good part of it. Y'all want to be able to control y'all narrative, but y'all don't want to wear this negativity that come with being rap and hip hop. But what did World Star Hip Hop do? I'm gonna put the hottest rap songs, the hottest rap videos right on the same page with all type of fuckery. That started that. That was the one that I'm not gonna say who did it first. I don't know. That's the one that solidified it. That right there transcended over to more websites with that type of stuff, then eventually transcended to Instagram. And we are here today, where you have all type of wild, polarizing, shock vlogs where you can go get your promo in. People, some of y'all might not know. Some of y'all might not know. People were paying. People were paying to get the music posted on those blogs. When you go look at World Star Hip Hop, people was paying for that, bro. People was paying for that. That music on World Star, They was paying to get their music posted up there. That was promo. So with that being said, hey, they took that style to the blogs on Instagram, Twitter, everything else. So I got to make a run real quick. Got to cut into the live. Let's get into. I just want to speak on that, bro, and just let y'all know where I stood at, where I felt with it. I'm just against that, bro. I don't care. I don't care what niggas call me. I don't care what niggas got to say. I ain't saying nothing wrong, nigga. Niggas gonna speak up for their people. I'ma speak up for mine. Nigga. Shit. Vlad gonna jump out there for his people. I'ma jump out there for mine, nigga. I'ma jump out there to control our narrative. Everybody else like to control their narrative. I'ma control ours, bro, for my platform. I got a platform that's growing. I get good, decent views, nigga. Shit, nigga, even if I did, nigga, I've been talking like this when I was getting 10 views a video. Nigga, I come from that. I was covering news getting 10 views a video. I did over 100 rappers interviews, and I got interview clips that got 70 views, 40 views, 20 views. I used to be happy to get 40 views on the interview, bro. Like, nigga really did this shit, nigga, out the dirt, nigga. Off the trench, nigga. Can't nobody tell me shit. I just stood outside in the freezing fucking cold with trench coats on, nigga. I just stood outside in the heat, nigga, in a white beater to do the interviews, nigga. Just keeping it all the way 1,000, bro. We got a tether in here probably. Never in my life, man. So I'm just speaking the real. Quick, grab this little issue. Yeah, I mean, if somebody don't like it, they can get off. I don't give a fuck. Like, my people fuck with me. We finna move on though. I just had to spill a reel on that. I'm pressing that line. Niggas like Vlad coming over here lying on niggas, hating on niggas. Bro, that shit should be unacceptable, bro. He shouldn't even feel comfortable doing that. You shouldn't even feel comfortable disrespecting niggas and talking about now he apologizing. Oh, I went too far, nigga. I've been saying that. But it's crazy. I'm gonna tell you how pathetic niggas is. And if you was a nigga and you told me this, you was a hoe. Any nigga that told me I was hating on Vlad, your mama raised a hoe, nigga. Your mama raised a real hoe. If you told me I was hating on Vlad or you felt that I was hating on Vlad because I spoke the truth, you a hoe ass nigga and you a house nigga. You the worst of the worst, nigga. Cause you will let a nigga talk down on your people, shit on your people, and show a white supremacist mindset against your people, and you think in your mind that that's supposed to be cool and he's superior to us. You's a bitch. And y'all are part of the problem because you niggas be trying to get in the way and interfere with what we got going on. We trying to get some clarity and raise an understanding that these niggas ain't shit without us. See, it's niggas that'll get in the way. When you start saying, hey, bro, these niggas ain't shit without us, it's niggas that have been whipped and they such hoes, they can't even think like that because they live in fear. They live in fear, nigga. Like, oh, man, no, bro. No, he did, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut your bitch ass up and get paid, nigga. We ain't telling you to fuck up your money. You can go work for the man, nigga. Y'all niggas that have these jobs and you the nigga that work at the job that's kissing the boss ass, I done seen that, nigga. You can motherfucking kiss the boss ass all you want to at work. But when it's time to stand on some real shit for niggas in these warehouses and things like that, wherever, when niggas are standing up for some shit, don't go undermine the movement, my nigga. Just get out the way. You ain't got to speak up, nigga. It ain't in everybody, nigga. But when niggas is trying to speak up, shut the fuck up. Don't try to get in the way and diffuse, nigga. Let them niggas get their ass chewed out, nigga. Or let them niggas get checked. It's always a Steven ass nigga They want to come in and, who's that nigga on that nag, man? Trying to take off a mask. So, man, shut the fuck up, nigga. We got tellers in here, I see. Hey, if any of you tellers want to join who's popping that shit, right now I want you to grab the link. I'll be right back. We coming right back and we gonna get into this Kamala interview. And then we'll get into this, it was something else, the Venezuela gangs. Yeah, we'll get into that. Y'all hit that like button and turn it up, man. Turn us up. Hit that like button and turn us all the way up, man. Yeah, we got a few tethers in here. Y'all know they just seen I'm on that FBA. I pushed that FBA conversation. Now them niggas is in they fucking feelings, boy. That shit is so disgusting. Okay, none of them niggas come up here and say where they from or show they face. Shows us where y'all heart at. But see, y'all the ones fucked up. Y'all the ones fucked up. Now that nigga need a term. That's for the culture. Yeah, that nigga Tony Yayo had to check that nigga, bro. And it should have never got to that point. Ever. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link for that tether. If you a tether you want to join, I say nigga 45 million times, boy. Niggas don't dictate shit over here with me. The link is right there if y'all want to join. Hold on just a second, man. Hold on just a second. Pick up for Anthony. Yeah. Doing Uber Eats. Nigga, shut the fuck up. And if I was doing Uber Eats, would that be a problem? Would that be a problem if I was doing Uber Eats? Would that be a problem if I was the Ray Moss podcast? Would that be an issue, nigga? If I was doing Uber Eats? Let me know something, brother. You on here, you got a podcast, Ray Moss podcast, come tap in. Let me drop the link for you. Would that be an issue if I was doing Uber Eats? Let me see what you getting on, nigga. Ain't nothing up with me. You asking the wrong nigga, Paul. Seems very odd. Why you asking another man about that? Y'all niggas is weird. Hey, once again, do y'all mamas know that they sacrificed and worked hard and bled and sweat and cried and suffered for y'all to grow up to be niggas on here typing this type of stuff on the comments? That's what you grew up to be? That's what y'all grew up to be? Shout out to Junior Meadows, man. Go check him out. Go subscribe up over there. I just gotta know, fam, before we move on and get to business, all of y'all niggas that type weird stuff in the comments, come in here with these, like y'all come in the comment section looking at a grown man and y'all putting other stuff like y'all part of that community. Is that what y'all mamas raised y'all to be? Do y'all mama know this what y'all do? Let me know something, bro. This is my lifestyle, is my job, but I'm just saying, like, I don't see the point of you, like a nigga saying, oh man, this nigga doing Uber Eats like it's some type of joke. Like, who gives a fuck if I was, nigga? Like, and I'm for sure not doing it, nigga. We gonna pull back up to the other spot, man. We gonna pull back up to the other spot and get back to it. We finna play this. Nah, bro, I gotta cover this stuff right now, bro. So you gotta join in later. I'm probably not gonna let nobody join no more tonight because I gotta do this and get back to the crib. So I need to run through these other topics, man. I want to let the nigga who had an issue come on here join, though, but he don't want to join. I want to get a tether on here to get the tether up out of here. I want to get the tether up out of here. I'm waiting for any of you tethers that be in the comments. It's the same tethers, dog. These same embarrassed tethers who won't come show their face. We want to look at you niggas. We want to hear your accents to see where you're from. Worried about what FBA's got going on. See, one thing about FBA, niggas know that we priceless, my nigga. See, the thing about FBA's, we so prideful and lit. There is no amount of money that you can have or no type of success that you can have that make me think that you above me, nigga. Never. Never, nigga. You could grab it. You could grab the link. I want to talk to a tether. We got a lot of trolls up in here, man. We finna go finish the live up real quick. We got to go get into some serious stuff. I wanted to just address that. Once again, condolences to YBC Doyle family. Condolences to everybody else in Philly who loses somebody. Philly been a war zone for a long time. Anybody across America. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious when I speak on them type of topics at all times, bro. Like, I don't play with that type of stuff, dog. I'm a nigga that done lost homies, bro. I'm a nigga that done lost close friends, bro. I'm a nigga that done lost people I'm cool with, bro. You know what I'm saying? A nigga don't take none of that stuff serious. Nigga don't take none of that stuff for play, dog. You know what I'm saying? Nigga that been to funerals when homies that got shot. You know what I'm saying? And killed. Nigga that went to school with niggas that then got shot and killed, nigga. So it's like I don't play with that, nigga. Where I'm from, it ain't never been no shit. Especially, when the Chicago niggas got on they shit, did I do my role of that I shouldn't have been doing of watching and clicking. Of course, I did. I gotta wear that. I'ma own that, nigga. I contributed to that for sure. But at the same time, I never looked at this and said this is okay. You know what I'm saying? I damn sure wasn't thinking like, hey, bro, let me sit back and make fun of this shit or this shit is funny, nigga. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up, nigga, talking about this bullshit, nigga. We got spin the block. You for sure got raised in the comment section, my nigga. All in a nigga that types spin the block, I know you've never done anything in your life solid. If you're in the comment section, tell somebody to spin the block. I know you've never done anything tough or anything solid as a man in your life. You're a typer. You're a typer. You're a typer that probably beats your meat every single day and probably grew up, and you're probably what they call it, what they say, call them incels. Involuntary celibate. Involuntary celibate. Meaning you can't get women because you're a fucking chump and a lame. Yo, block weak, whatever. Whatever. You say so. I know that y'all niggas ain't really popping it. Cause y'all in the comment section, bro. Y'all in the comment section. This is what niggas gonna do. That's how we know we going up when we got comment section trolls. But we need that hate. We need them hate watchers. We enjoy y'all niggas, man. We enjoy the hate watch. We enjoy y'all. Let's turn it up. Let's get into the serious bag now. We love the hate watch. We love that. We need it. Make sure y'all hit the like button while y'all here. Everybody, make sure you have hit the like button. All of y'all hate watchers, all of y'all tethers, all of y'all nigga needers, come and hit that like button while you here, bro. Don't just be watching this shit for free now. Turn us up, nigga. How many likes we got, y'all? We finna get to it. We're gonna play this interview and we'll stop it and, shout out to everybody that is supporting this love. I appreciate it. How many likes we got, y'all? My nigga, I ain't never begged for money on here, boy. You're watching me. You watching me, nigga. I'm not watching you, nigga. How many likes we got? Turn us up, man. I don't get paid for these lives, and I'm not fucked up about it. We do these, man. Yeah, I don't know what's really going on with Sauce and Johnny Dang. It's clearly something going on behind the scenes with them, but it is what it is. Get us 40 more of them joints, man. Get us 40 more. 40 more likes, man. 40 more. Get us 40 more likes. We gonna play this Kamala Harris interview, man. Shout out to Green Bay. Is well underway here in Georgia. Kamala Harris just did her first interview today, and I'm gonna just keep elaborating on it and saying it. People continue to play dumb, like they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say what I say, man. But if y'all want to keep playing stupid and play hardball, whatever. That's for bitches. I expect a bitch to do that. I make myself very clear on where I stand off of history and reality. If you want to go look up all the policies, salute it. Respect. You should vote off of looking up the policies. As I tell people, read both policies, read both sides, read both explanations and plans. Go do that. And if you want to go independent, go do that. If you want to vote, that is your right for whoever. I'm not telling you that. I'm just on some different type of speaking, y'all. Y'all feel how you want to feel. I don't give a fuck. But what I'm going to tell you is I'm speaking for black. I don't want no presidential candidate using the weapon of blackness or their shields. Their shields. I don't want no shields for nobody using blackness in any election in America anymore. That's over. Y'all have had 60 years to do something for black people specifically, and y'all have not done it. Y'all don't have the right to run black conversations and saying, oh, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Or if you vote for this candidate, you a sellout, or you a coon, or you a Sambo nigga, or he your daddy over there, or mocking people for not voting for a certain party when none of them are going to do anything for black people. And the only reason that gets brought up on Kamala's side, I don't give a fuck what Kamala's saying. I'm talking about the entertainers in our community with the followers and the platforms that are being ran to shame their following that is black. The platforms we speak on have black followings and black audience, and they use verbiage and they use the way that they deliver their message to shame black people for not agreeing with Kamala or questioning Kamala. That's the reason why I call out the Democratic side, because they have the platforms that have the black following. That's it. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even be calling it out. That's it. If I didn't see words like Donald Trump, your daddy, or you sell out niggas, you Sambo niggas, or you cool niggas, it's going with Trump. Oh, nigga, or you niggas you niggas need to know this about Kamala, and it's 15 entertainers posting it. No, nigga, no. Take that blackness off. She's not doing nothing specifically for black people. Shut the fuck up. We done had both presidents in there. We done had Trump in there, and we done had Biden. Kamala is part of the Biden campaign. And where has any one of them gotten black Americans in 2024? We still in the same shit. Everything high. Grocery stores high. Gas high. Rent high. Housing high. Interest rates high. Housing high. That's it. Actually, they sold it to America. Am I right or wrong? We gonna play a little bit of this interview. They gonna still play dumb like they don't understand. That nigga Uncle Luke is so dumb. He is so dumb. And the reason why you dumb, Luke, the reason you are dumb is because you don't listen, nigga. You dumb because you listen. You don't want to listen. You ignorant because you don't want to listen. You sitting up there lying. You up there lying on Tariq Nasheed, and you keep bringing up Farrakhan name when Farrakhan people is cool with Tariq Nasheed, you dumb nigga. You had Farrakhan man on your stage and didn't even know it. You had Farrakhan man, one of his proteges, one of his guys, a respectable underman and you using Farrakhan as an example and running with Farrakhan name all on your platform, all up on your Twitter, Farrakhan people trying to get in contact with you, and you too dumb to even listen to know that that's who you talking to, nigga. Why is we listening to you, nigga? Shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. But you sitting down doing interviews with Kamala, talking about, oh, Farrakhan, he disrespected Farrakhan. Farrakhan, man, right there trying to get at you on Twitter and talk to you. Nah, that ain't him. And I'm listening to him like, Luke, you don't know shit. Ain't nobody gonna think I'm crazy because it's truth. Ain't nobody gonna think, if you know the truth, you know the truth. If you know who Rizza Islam is, you will know Rizza Islam was trying to talk to Uncle Luke about what he was saying about Minister Farrakhan, as he kept bringing it up in the conversation with Kamala Harris, nigga. Uncle Luke, he trying to get in contact with the nigga Uncle Luke and talk to him. He on the stage. He don't know. But this is who is endorsing and telling people, hey, man, if you're going for Trump, y'all daddy Trump, y'all FBAs and y'all daddy Trump. He talking about, man, you going against Farrakhan. Farrakhan, man, is right there trying to holler at him. It is what it is. Y'all niggas don't know the real. You niggas just talking. A lot of y'all is tethers. You tethers are gonna suffer, man. We trying to help you tethers get y'all some business about yourself and stop worrying about us. It seems like y'all tethers can only focus on what we got going on for some reason. Then y'all tethers ain't got nothing better to do, nigga. I never said Farrakhan supported Trump. I never said Farrakhan, but this nigga Luke was trying to compare Farrakhan to Kamala Harris. He was trying to compare Farrakhan. He was mentioning Kamala Harris' name in the same sentence with Farrakhan and Malcolm X. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. No, I see right with facts. I see right with facts. Have to charge the phone up in a second. Matter of fact, let me get in the whip and charge the phone up, and we'll let this Kamala interview play. I'm going to put out both sides. That's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to let y'all see the information for yourself. And y'all judge what y'all think about it. We ain't going to do it one way. We ain't going to report one side. And we streaming on that debate on the tip. We streaming that debate. We gonna get both sides out there. All I want is that black to be separated from this shit. That's all I'm pushing for. Y'all vote for whoever the fuck y'all want to vote for, nigga. I'm glad I ain't vote for Biden. Listening to y'all niggas, lesser of the two evils. Man, shut the fuck up, nigga. The fuck up, nigga. Fuck wrong with you niggas, man. Lesser of the two evils. Where the fuck that got you, nigga? Ain't no such thing as lesser of the two evils. Shut the fuck up. Niggas always trying to make a fucking excuse. Some stupid shit, nigga. Straight up, nigga. Makes time, nigga. Y'all niggas on that dumb ass shit. Let me put this shit on for y'all real quick. Play this shit, man. Make sure I do my documentation right. Make sure I'm doing the right type of journalism. Getting all this shit down for y'all, both sides. We ain't finna be biased. We not gonna be biased. We always gonna get y'all all the information. We gonna get both sides. Let them both tell their story. Y'all vote for who y'all want to vote for.
Bus tour is well underway here in Georgia. You have less time to make your case to voters than any candidate in modern American history. The voters are really eager to hear what your plans are. If you are elected, what would you do on day one in the White House?
Well, there are a number of things. I will tell you, first and foremost, one of my highest priorities is to do what we can to support and strengthen the middle class. When I look at the aspirations, the goals, the ambitions of the American people, I think that
Can y'all hear?
people are ready for a new way forward, in a way that generations of Americans have been fueled by hope and by optimism. I think, sadly, in the last decade, we have had in the former president someone who has really been pushing an agenda and an environment that is about diminishing the character and the strength of who we are as Americans, really dividing our nation. And I think people are ready to turn the page on that.
So what would you do day one?
Day one, it's going to be about, one, implementing my plan for what I call an opportunity economy. I've already laid out a number of proposals in that regard, which include what we're going to do to bring down the cost of everyday goods, what we're going to do to invest in America's small businesses, what we're going to do to invest in families, for example, extending the child tax credit to $6,000 for families for the first year of their child's life, to help them buy a car seat, to help them buy baby clothes, a crib. There's the work that we're going to do that is about investing in the American family around affordable housing, a big issue in our country right now. So there are a number of things on day one. What about you?
Well, I'm excited about this agenda too. As I said, the idea of inspiring America to what can be, and I think many of these things that the vice president's proposing are things that we share in values. And the child tax credit is one we know that reduces childhood poverty by 1/3. We did it in Minnesota. To have a federal partner in this, unbelievable, I think, in the impact that we can make.
You talked about, you call it the opportunity economy. You are well aware that right now many Americans are struggling. There's a crisis of affordability. One of your campaign themes is we're not going back. But I wonder what you say to voters who do want to go back when it comes to the economy specifically, because their groceries were less expensive, housing was more affordable when Donald Trump was president.
Well, let's start with the fact that when Joe Biden and I came in office, during the height of the pandemic, we saw over 10 million jobs were lost. Literally, we were all tracking the numbers. Hundreds of people a day were dying because of COVID. The economy had crashed. In large part, all of that because of mismanagement by Donald Trump of that crisis. When we came in, our highest priority was to do what we could to rescue America. And today, we know that we have inflation at under 3%. A lot of our policies have led to the reality that America recovered faster than any wealthy nation around the world. But you are right. Prices, in particular for groceries, are still too high. The American people know it, I know it, which is why my agenda includes what we need to do to bring down the price of groceries. For example, dealing with an issue like price gouging, what we need to do to extend the child tax credit to help young families be able to take care of their children in their most formative years, what we need to do to bring down the cost of housing. My proposal includes what would be a tax credit of $25,000 for first-time home buyers, so they can just have enough to put a down payment on a home, which is part of the American dream and their aspiration, but do it in a way that allows them to actually get on the path to achieving that goal and that dream.
So you have been vice president for 3.5 years. Yeah. The steps that you're talking about now, why haven't you done them already?
Well, first of all, we had to recover as an economy, and we have done that. I'm very proud of the work that we have done that has brought inflation down to less than 3%.
Good question.
The work that we have done to cap the cost of insulin at $35 a month for seniors. Donald Trump said he was going to do a number of things, including allowing Medicare to negotiate drug prices. Never happened. We did it. So now, as I travel in the state of Georgia and around our country, the number of seniors that have benefited, I was in Nevada recently, a grandmother who showed me her receipts. And before we capped the cost of insulin for seniors at $35 a month, she was paying hundreds of dollars, up to thousands of dollars a month for her insulin. She's not doing that anymore.
You maintain Bidenomics is a success.
I maintain that when we do the work of bringing down prescription medication for the American people, including capping the cost of the annual cost of prescription medication for seniors at $2,000, when we do what we did in the first year of being in office to extend the child tax credit so that we cut child poverty in America by over 50%. When we do what we have done to invest in the American people and bringing manufacturing back to the United States so that we created over 800,000 new manufacturing jobs, bringing business back to America, what we have done to improve the supply chain so we're not relying on foreign governments to supply American families with their basic needs, I'll say that that's good work. There's more to do, but that's good work.
I want to get some clarity on where you stand on some key policy issues. Energy is a big one. When you were in Congress, you supported the Green New Deal. And in 2019, you said, quote, "There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking." Fracking, as you know, is a pretty big issue, particularly in your must-win state of Pennsylvania.
Sure.
Do you still want to ban fracking?
No, and I made that clear on the debate stage in 2020 that I would not ban fracking. As vice president, I did not
Listen
ban
to
fracking.
this, y'all.
As president, I will not ban fracking.
In 2019, I believe, at a town hall, you said you were asked, would you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking on your first day in office? And you said, there's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So yes. So it changed in that campaign?
In 2020, I made very clear where I stand. We are in 2024, and I've not changed that position, nor will I going forward. I kept my word, and I will keep my word.
What made you change that position at the time?
Well, let's be clear. My values have not changed. I believe it is very important that we take seriously what we must do to guard against what is a clear crisis in terms of the climate. And to do that, we can do what we have accomplished thus far. The Inflation Reduction Act, what we have done to invest, by my calculation, over probably $1 trillion over the next 10 years, investing in a clean energy economy. What we've already done, creating over 300,000 new clean energy jobs. That tells me, from my experience as vice president, we can do it without banning fracking. In fact, Dana, excuse me.
I'm not gonna lie, Kamala. That part does not sound very believable. Like, that kind of seems like you're talking in circles right there. Like, you really don't believe in, like, either way, if you're not gonna ban fracking, you know, energy is a big, I'm from Texas, dog. So fracking is big, nigga. And Trump spoke on this as well out here of the Democratic side, talking about going with the energy moves and making everybody trying to conform to electric cars and things like that. And the thing is, you could talk about the environment and things like that. Oil and gas make this country flow, man. It just is what it is. Oil and gas, especially in Texas. Oil and gas in Texas make this bitch flow. It make this bitch flow. So when she gets asked about the fracking, which she was firmly against it in 2019, she says she's now with it in 2020. And the reason is because we found another way to conserve energy. It's like, but you was just so strongly against it. What is this that came out? And she said it was all these hundreds of thousands of jobs that came with it when they found this new conservative energy. It's like, I hear you talking, Kamala. I'm not going to call you a liar, but I just think the people who listen in Pennsylvania, a state that they said that she needs to win, they might not, but it just don't sound convincing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you have this drastic change all of a sudden? Let me rewind that a little bit. Hold on.
That we can do what we have accomplished thus far. The Inflation Reduction Act, what we have done to invest, by my calculation, over probably $1 trillion over the next 10 years, investing in a clean energy economy. What we've already done, creating over 300,000 new clean energy jobs. That tells me, from my experience as vice president, we can do it without banning fracking. In fact, Dana, excuse me, I cast the tie-breaking vote that actually increased leases for fracking as vice president. So I'm very clear about where I stand.
And was there some policy or scientific data that you saw that you said, oh, okay, I get it now?
What I have seen is that we can grow and we can increase a thriving clean energy economy without banning fracking.
I don't know, man. That fracking shit kind of got us stumped. It just I don't want to be biased. Y'all let me know what y'all think about her conversation about this fracking in Pennsylvania. What y'all think about that? Sounds a little tripped up, Kamala. I'm not gonna lie to you. We gonna get on Donald Trump too when his time come, but it sounds a little bit like you don't have a direct answer. And this, hey, Dana is asking the hard questions now. Dana that came in there with that research, nigga. Trump, you better have your shit together playing with Dana, nigga. Trump, when you get on here talking, you better have your shit together, because, hey, she pulling out them facts, nigga. Dana ain't playing. We gonna see.
Bringing the bus. Bus tour is well underway here in Georgia. You have less time to make your case to voters.
Was that the end?
Issue big.
Okay, let's go to the next clip. Y'all turn it up, man.
Another issue, big one, is immigration. As Vice President, you were tasked with addressing the root causes of migration in southern countries and
northern part of Central America.
The northern part of Central America that affects the southern border of the U.S. Mm-hmm. During the Biden-Harris administration, there were record numbers of illegal border crossings. Why did the Biden-Harris administration wait 3.5 years to implement sweeping asylum restrictions?
Well, first of all, the root causes work that I did as vice president, that I was asked to do by the president, has actually resulted in a number of benefits, including historic investments by American businesses in that region. The number of immigrants coming from that region has actually reduced since we began that work. But I will say this, that Joe Biden and I and our administration worked with members of the United States Congress on an immigration issue that is very significant to the American people and to our security, which is the border. And through bipartisan work, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Congress, a bill was crafted, which we supported, which I support. And Donald Trump got word of this bill that would have contributed to securing our border. And because he believes that it would not have helped him politically, he told his folks in Congress, don't put it forward. He killed the bill. A border security bill that would have put 1,500 more agents on the border. And let me tell you something, the Border Patrol endorsed the bill. And I'm sure in large part because they knew they were working around the clock, and 1,500 more agents would help them. That bill would have allowed us to increase seizures of fentanyl. Ask any community in America that has been devastated by fentanyl what passing that bill would have done to address their concern and a pain that they've experienced.
So you would push that legislation again. I just want to ask
not only push it, I will make sure that it comes to my desk and I would sign it.
Just one other question about something that you said in 2019 when you first ran. There was a debate. You raised your hand when asked whether or not the border should be decriminalized. Do you still believe?
Why do couples choose a Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed?
My bad, y'all. Hold on real quick. My bad.
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
I believe there should be consequence. We have laws that have to be followed and enforced that address and deal with people who cross our border illegally, and there should be consequence. And let's be clear, in this race, I'm the only person who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations who traffic in guns, drugs, and human beings. I'm the only person in this race who actually served a border state as Attorney General to enforce our laws. And I would enforce our laws as president going forward. I recognize the problem.
Generally speaking, how should voters look at some of the changes that you've made, that you've explained some of here in your policy, is it because you have more experience now and you've learned more about the information? Is it because you were running for president in a Democratic primary? And should they feel comfortable and confident that what you're saying now is going to be your policy moving forward?
Dana, I think the most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed. You mentioned the Green New Deal. I have always believed, and I have worked on it, that the climate crisis is real, that it is an urgent matter to which we should apply metrics that include holding ourselves to deadlines around time. We did that with the Inflation Reduction Act. We have set goals for the United States of America and by extension the globe around when we should meet certain standards for reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. As an example, that value has not changed. My value around what we need to do to secure our border, that value has not changed. I spent 2 terms as the Attorney General of California prosecuting transnational criminal organizations, violations of American laws regarding the illegal passage of guns, drugs, and human beings across our border. My values have not changed. So that is the reality of it. And 4 years of being vice president, I'll tell you, one of the aspects to your point is traveling the country extensively. I mean, I'm here in Georgia. I think somebody told me 17 times since I've been vice president in Georgia alone. I believe it is important to build consensus, and it is important to find a common place of understanding of where we can actually solve problems.
On that note, you had a lot of Republican speakers at the convention. Will you appoint a Republican to your cabinet?
Yes, I would.
Anyone
Yes,
in
I
mind?
would. No one in particular in mind. We got 68 days to go with this election, so I'm not putting the cart before the horse, but I would. I think it's really important. I have spent my career inviting diversity of opinion. I think it's important to have people at the table when some of the most important decisions are being made that have different views, different experiences. And I think it would be to the benefit of the American public to have a member of my cabinet who was a Republican.
I want to ask you about your opponent, Donald Trump.
Okay.
I was a little bit surprised. People might be surprised to hear that you have recently, for political, with him, met him face to face.
Hold on,
That's
y'all.
going to
My
change
bad.
soon.
I'm finna get it.
I was a little bit surprised. People
Hold
might
on.
be surprised to hear that you have never interacted with him, met him face to face. That's going to change soon. But what I want to ask you about is what he said last month. He suggested that you happened to turn Black recently for political purposes, questioning a core part of your identity.
Yeah.
Any?
Same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Let's talk about some foreign policy issues.
Same
that would
old
be on
time
your plate
playbook.
If you become commander in chief. President Biden has tried unsuccessfully to end the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. He's been doing it for months and months, along with you. Would you do anything differently? For example, would you withhold some U.S. weapons shipments to Israel? That's what a lot of people on the progressive left want you to do.
Let me be very clear. I'm unequivocal and unwavering in my commitment to Israel's defense and its ability to defend itself. And that's not going to change. But let's take a step back. October 7th, 1,200 people were massacred.
God
Many
bless.
young people who were simply attending a music festival. Women were horribly raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would. And how it does so matters. Far too many innocent Palestinians have been killed. And we have got to get a deal done. We were in Doha. We have to get a deal done. This war must end.
In the meantime,
And we must get a deal that is about getting the hostages out. I've met with the families of the American hostages. Let's get the hostages out. Let's get the ceasefire done.
but no change in policy in terms of arms and so forth.
No, we have to get a deal done. Dana, we have to get a deal done. When you look at The significance of this to the families, to the people who are living in that region. A deal is not only the right thing to do to end this war, but will unlock so much of what must happen next. I remain committed since I've been on October 8th to what we must do to work toward a two-state solution where Israel is secure and in equal measure, the Palestinians have security and self-determination and dignity.
So that's the second one. She didn't answer that question about being black. Said that's old and tired. I don't know how y'all feel about that. That's to each his own. That conversation about the Israel war, they're gonna continue that on this third clip in a second. So we'll get into that. And Walsh is gonna speak, a running mate. What else was spoke on in that beginning? Hold on. What else was on the very front? We finna go to the third clip in a second, y'all. Let's run through some stuff on this second one. It was something else I wanted to see what y'all really thought about on there. Just want y'all to get
of Central America that deals with, that affects the southern border.
Oh, the border. Now, the border. I've been told this before by multiple people. I've read this before from people who say that Donald Trump blocked Kamala Harris and the Democrats' proposal, and part of their proposal was to put 1,500 boots on the ground at the border to patrol the border. Donald Trump got his Republican team in the House to block this, to block them from putting things down there because it would not help his political party. So, in other words, saying, hey, we tried to put things in place to work on the border. Donald Trump didn't agree with it. He didn't want it because it would make him look away, or it would make it look like they were able to fix the border problem. I guess that's what she's insinuating. Do y'all think that's a great explanation, or do we need to see that? Is there proof of that? Is there a way to prove that? Or when did that happen? When did Donald Trump put something in motion to block Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party from putting personnel at the border? That's true? Okay. When did this happen? Last November. Okay. Last November. She said, they saying he told, I didn't know he was in office. I didn't know he had power. So they saying Trump told the people on the Republican side to do it. And I'm like, that nigga wasn't a president then, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, I would like to see the documented proof of this. He told Republicans to wait until he get in office, but Trump wasn't the president. Trump wasn't in office. Like Trump was out of the I would have to see that, man. I'm just telling y'all, bro. So how many years were they in office before they wanted to fix the immigration problem? So were they in office 2 years? So were they in office 3 years before they said let's fix the immigration problem? So did they wait? So did they wait 3 years while they were in office to try to fix the border, or did they come in and say we trying to fix the border? I don't know. That as well. Did they try to block things on Trump's side? Because if they was blocking border issues on Trump's side when he was in office, then what do we have here? We have both sides blocking, y'all. That's what I'm saying. So, who knows, man? Who knows? But we do know that the migrant problem is real. We're going to get into these videos in Aurora, Colorado in a second. Let's play the rest of the interview. Y'all decide on that. And Trump, you better come sharp with Dana, nigga. She asking them hard-hitting questions. See, Steve Harvey, this is what we need, nigga. We need the real questions so we can know who we need to vote for. So now we gonna see what Trump got to say to this shit, and we gonna be able to decide what we want to decide. We gonna read the policies, we gonna get all the information, and we need to figure out who goddamn lying and who not, nigga. We don't give a fuck about the symbolic vote. We don't give a fuck about the symbolic vote over here on urban politicians, nigga. We don't give a fuck. We need facts. We need real information. Kamala, you're stumbling on some shit. You're doing some stumbling. Now, Trump, we going to see what Trump got to say. We call it like it is.
To get to know you. I want to ask Governor Walz, the country is just starting to get to know you.
We had to start this
I want to
over
ask you a question about how you've described your service in the National Guard. You said that you carried weapons in war, but you have never deployed actually in a war zone. A campaign official said that you misspoke. Did you?
Well, first of all, I'm
shut that
incredibly proud.
Project
I've
25.
done 24 years of wearing the uniform of this country. Equally proud of my service in a public school classroom, whether it's Congress or the governor. My record speaks for itself, but I think people
that
are gonna get
Project
to know me.
25
speak
shit
like
stupid
they
as fuck,
do.
man.
I speak candidly. I wear
Shut
my
the
emotions
fuck
on my
up.
sleeves, and I speak especially passionately about our children being shot in schools and around guns. So I think people know me. They know who I am. They know where my heart is. And again, my record has been out there for over 40 years to speak for itself.
And the idea that you said that you were in war, did you misspeak as the campaign has said?
Yeah, I said we were talking about, in this case, this was after a school shooting, the ideas of carrying these weapons of war. And my wife, the English teacher, told me my grammar is not always correct. But again, if it's not this, it's an attack on my children for showing love for me, or it's an attack on my dog. I'm not going to do that. And the one thing I'll never do is I'll never demean another member's service in any way. I never have, and I never will.
I just one other question, because again, this is all new.
Yeah.
This was not however many days ago. This was not on either of your bingo cards, especially yours. You had to clarify that you had said that you and your wife used IVF, but it turned out you used a different kind of fertility in order to have children. And then when you ran for Congress in 2006, your campaign repeatedly made false statements about a 1995 arrest for drunk and reckless driving. What do you say to voters who aren't sure whether they can take you at your word?
Well, I've been very public. I think they can see my students come out, former folks I've served with, and they vouch for me. I certainly own my mistakes when I make them. The one thing I'll tell you is I wished in this country wouldn't have to do this. I spoke about our infertility issues because it's hell, and families know this. And I spoke about the treatments that were available to us that had those beautiful children there. That's quite a contrast in folks that are trying to take those rights away from us. And so I think people know who I am. They know that record. They've seen that. I've taught thousands of students. I've been out there, and I won't apologize for speaking passionately, whether it's guns in schools or protecting of reproductive rights. The contrast could not be clearer between what we're running against. The vice president's position on this has been clear. And I think most Americans get it if you've been through that. I don't think they're cutting hairs on IVF or IUI. I think what they're cutting hairs on is an abortion ban and the ability to be able to deny families the chance to have a beautiful child.
Vice President Harris, you were a very staunch defender of President Biden's capacity to serve another 4 years. Right after the debate, you insisted that President Biden is extraordinarily strong. Given where we are now, do you have any regrets about what you told the American people?
No, not at all. Not at all. I have served with President Biden for almost 4 years now, and I'll tell you, it's one of the greatest honors of my career, truly. He cares so deeply about the American people. He is so smart and loyal to the American people. And I have spent hours upon hours with him, be it in the Oval Office or the Situation Room. He has the intelligence, the commitment, and the judgment and disposition that I think the American people rightly deserve in their president. By contrast, the former president has none of that. And so, one, I am so proud to have served as vice president to Joe Biden. And two, I'm so proud to be running with Tim Walz for president of the United States and to bring America what I believe the American people deserve, which is a new way forward, and turn the page on the last decade of what I believe has been
Sounds like the boy next door
where the
talk.
spirit of our country really lies.
But the last decade, of course, the last 3.5 years has been part of your administration.
I'm talking about an era that started about a decade ago, where there is some suggestion, warped, I believe it to be, that the measure of the strength of a leader is based on who you beat down, instead of where I believe most Americans are, which is to believe that the true measure of the strength of a leader is based on who you lift up. That's what's at stake as much as any other detail that we could discuss in this election.
Because we haven't had a chance to talk, I'm just curious, staying on President Biden, when he called you and said he was pulling out of the race, what was that like? And did he offer to endorse you right away, or did you ask for it?
It was a Sunday, so here I'll give you a little too much information.
Go for it. There's no such thing, Madam Vice President.
My family was staying with us, and including my baby nieces, and we had just had pancakes and, Auntie, can I have more bacon? Yes, I'll make you more bacon. And then we were sitting down to do a puzzle. And the phone rang, and it was Joe Biden. And he told me what he had decided to do. And
didn't they force this nigga to drop
I
out?
asked him, "Are you sure?" And he said yes. And that's how I learned about it.
And what about the endorsement? Did you ask for it?
He was very clear that he was going to support me.
So when he called to tell you, he said, I'm pulling out of the race and I'm going to support you.
Well, my first thought was not about me, to be honest with you. My first thought was about him, to be honest. I think history is going to show a number of things about Joe Biden's presidency. I think history is going to show that in so many ways it was transformative. Be it on what we have accomplished around finally investing in America's infrastructure, investing in new economies, in new industries, what we have done to bring our allies back together and have confidence in who we are as America and grow that alliance, what we have done to stand true to our principles, including the one of the most important international rules and norms, which is the importance of sovereignty and territorial integrity. And
we finna read that super chat, bro.
Not only has Joe Biden led an administration that has achieved those extraordinary successes, but the character of the man is one that he has been in his life and career, including as a president, quite selfless and puts the American people first.
I just have to ask you both about two standout moments, aside, of course, from the addresses that you both gave, but standout moments that were perhaps unexpected during the convention. You mentioned one of them, Governor. A moment that you shared, that the world shared with your son, Gus.
Facts, Steelers, you ain't lying.
The camera caught him so incredibly proud of you, so emotional, saying, "That's my dad."
Yeah, I don't know as a father I could have ever imagined that. I'm grateful for so many reasons to be on this ticket, but that moment, to understand what was really important, to have my son feel a sense of pride in me, that I was trying to do the right thing. And it was you try and protect your kids. It brings notoriety and things, but it was just such a visceral, emotional moment that I'm grateful I got to experience it, and I'm so proud of him. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Hope. I'm proud of Gwen. She's a wonderful mother, and these are great kids. And I think the one thing is, talking about the era we're in, is our politics can be better. It can be different. We can show some of these things, and we can have families involved in this. And I hope that I hope people felt that out there, and I hope they hug their kids a little tighter, because you just never know, and life can be kind of hard.
And last question, Madam Vice President, the photograph that has gone viral. You were speaking, one of your grandnieces that you were just talking about was watching you accept the nomination. Mm-hmm. You didn't explicitly talk about gender or race in your speech, but it obviously means a lot to a lot of people, and that viral picture really says it. What does it mean to you?
I am running because I believe that I am the best person to do this job at this moment, for all Americans, regardless of race and gender. But I did see that photograph, and I was deeply touched by it. And you're right, it's the back of her head, her two little braids, and then I'm in the front of the photograph, obviously speaking. And it's very humbling. It's very humbling in many ways.
Did she talk to you about it afterwards?
Oh, she had a lot to talk about. She had a lot. She listened to everything, and she listens to everything.
Give you your hot takes?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Uh-huh.
Madam Vice President, Governor Walz, thank you so much for your time.
That's it for the interview. Shout out to my boy Eric on the super chat. He says, much love, bro. Word on the street is Republicans stopped the bill because of $118 billion. Almost half was foreign aid, Ukraine, Israel, etc. So the bill wasn't just about that. I got to read it. I'm going to get all the information on that for the next stream, y'all. We will address that on the next stream. That was the interview. That full interviews on CNN. They broke it down in clips on there. But I did hear that somewhere as well, that there was other things that went in with that bill is the real reason they blocked it, even though Kamala just said Donald Trump told the Republicans to block the bill when they tried to offer it, and y'all say it was last November. I have to go get all the information on this bill because it's been spoken on to me a few times. Let me see what can be confirmed and everything like that, because it don't seem like the Republicans would just block that bill for the fuck of it. It had to be something wrong about it. So we'll see, man. We'll have to see about that. Now, we do have this issue in Aurora, Colorado with these migrants, and it hasn't picked up mainstream news. I've seen a lot of news on the right and a lot of Republican news platforms covering it. NY Post, and then also Fox. Now, it was some others, but I don't see it on like CNN, ABC, none of that type of news. And I don't know what's confirmed on it and what's not confirmed on it. But they supposedly got these Venezuelan gangs out here in Aurora, and they basically on some shit like, nigga, we taking over this apartment complex. It's ours now. Fuck everybody else. Y'all move out. Hold on. I'm trying to get it sideways. I probably just go straight up and down on this motherfucker. Here we go. Hold on. It's supposed to be here for Marine Corps. So they supposed to have guns and all type of shit.
The Venezuelans is taking over. Nigga, the Venezuelans is taking over. They just jacked them? Oh, man. These niggas is out here tripping. Bro, damn, they done made a mess and shit.
I didn't see the school bus one. I don't know, bro.
Nigga, y'all are on bullshit out here. They is on bullshit. Oh, shit. What the? Yeah, they're tripping. Nigga, they cracking off in the air and everything. They driving over the. Nigga, we almost just got hit.
Now, I don't know what's what in Venezuela. I mean, this is in Aurora, Colorado. They saying this Venezuelan gang. It says a potential gang activity was caught, and this is from Fox, y'all. This is from Fox. You know, they to the right. They gonna put it in their way. Potential gang activity was caught on surveillance camera in a Colorado apartment building after one former resident caused no accountability kept the law enforcement from assisting. The video shows many men armed with handguns and one with a scope rifle bursting through the apartment door of the complex for unknown reasons. The group appears to be Trendy Aragua or TDA, a transitional gang based out of Venezuela. The gang, with reportedly 5,000 members, has a motto of real until death or real hostile murder, morete. Sanctuary city policies push violent migrant gang into suburbs. It's a nationwide problem. TDA is now linked with over 100 crimes across the nation, according to reporting from the New York Post. Reporting from the New York Post. Aurora City Councilwoman Danielle Jurensky said in an exclusive interview with Fox News Digital that without a doubt that there's sex trafficking now going on in relationship to TDA's activities in the city. This is organized. They patrol the property with guns visibly, like they're not trying to hide them. There's no repercussion. There are ghosts. These are ghosts, said one resident who spoke with Fox News Digital on the condition of anonymous, whatever. Hey, bro, I don't know what's going on out there in Aurora, but if this is true, this is right, the way they reporting it, and I can't put nothing past nobody, y'all got to figure this shit out, bro. Like, we ain't finna let this trend start, nigga. Fuck that. Fuck that. Nah, the little girl that got killed out here in H-Time, that was done by two Venezuelans. That was two Venezuelans, bro. They killed that little girl. Rest in peace, Nicole, man. Rest in peace, man. She was 12 years old. They was from Venezuela as well, and that's what people are not understanding as well. That the migrants are not coming from Mexico. They coming through Mexico, but they not Mexican, bro. They not Mexican, bro. They not these migrants that are doing this stuff. They are not Mexican. They from, I mean, Jocelyn. My bad, Jocelyn. Jocelyn Hungerrod, man. My bad. Rest in peace, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, man. We did a video on that. My bad. I said in the comment, Jocelyn, man. Jocelyn Hungerrod. So I just want this stuff to be understood, man. Yeah, but nah, you gonna know the difference. I ain't gonna lie. The Venezuelans, see, if you from H Town or you from, see, for me, I could tell the difference when I see them because of the way, like the ones that are just fresh migrants, the way they be dressed, bro, the way that they look, you could tell, like, nah, these ain't no normal like they not no Mexicans, bro. You could tell, dog. How old is that video? Oh, okay. They lived in that building. That's old. Okay, I don't know. Who knows, man? We'll see. No, them ain't, bro. These people ain't Mexicans. Nigga been saying Mexicans his whole life, bro. We have a migrant crisis, bro. Like in the area I grew up in, when I went to Jocelyn's site Fam, I looked up at one point and I seen a group of 5 migrants just walking down the street. It wasn't like that when I was growing up, bro. And then I'm riding around, I'm seeing migrants and packs walking around like, no, nigga. Okay, my boy say there's videos of people that got kicked out their houses. We'll have to pay a little bit more attention to that. We'll see. I'll probably go live tomorrow night, cover some stuff, man. We got to get that information on that bill for the border with Biden and Kamala and what she said got blocked. We will get Trump's next interview, and we going to stream this debate, man. Anybody had anything they want to say, they want to join in and speak on, let me know, man. Turn us up. Turn us up. We did the 2. We just hit the 2-hour mark. Turn us up, man. How many likes we got, bro? How many likes we got, man? How many likes we got? Yeah, that's what we just talked about. Bet, get us 25 more, man. Get us 25 more. 25 more likes. We appreciate y'all support, man. Finna get up out of here. Facts. Should I stay focused, man? Now let's do our best, man. Let's try to work harder. Let's get some information flowing. Let's try to get organized. Let's organize some things. Let's get our health together, man. Let's try. So grind, most definitely. Every day. My boy say, hey, stay playing to blame Trump. Yeah, I was wondering what's really going on with that, but we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll be back tomorrow, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Let's get everything together, man. Let's start saving our money. Let's start building. Let's start communicating. Let's start working. Let's figure this thing out. Let's expand our brains, man. Let's expand our brains and try to work and grind and come up, bro. It's always gonna be a hustle. It's always gonna be a grind. It's not gonna be easy, but you gotta try to find your way. You gotta try to find your loophole. If it's something that you think you want to do or you want to try, and it makes sense, bro, it might make sense to you, but just make sure it makes sense in real life and go for it, man. Go for it, bro. Read, get the information for yourself. Don't fall for these symbolic votes. Go for what you think is going to really push the narrative and conversation for you to get better and what you got going on in the future in your people. So that's that, man. Shout out to everybody at work right now. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody at work. Shout out to everybody driving trucks, everybody at the gas stations, everybody doing hot shot. Shout out to my barbers that's going to be busy tomorrow in the shop. Shout out to the kids that just went back to school. Make sure you're doing your homework. If you're up late, take your motherfucking ass to bed. All that, man. Rest in peace to B King today too. I missed the memorial. Looked like it turned out nice though, brother. So rest in peace to B King, man. Rest in peace to B King. The memorial looked like it turned out nice. I caught the balloon release on camera. Somebody's posting on the gram. Shout out to Hot Dog, man. Hey, y'all go to my after this too. Y'all go to my page, man. Go to my community. Click the home button on my page. Click the home button and slide them tabs over to community and go get up in the comments on my last post, man. I just did a community post. Y'all go turn that up. Get it lit. All that, man. We got more shit coming. Shout out to Galveston. Tired of the motherfucker. Y'all, I'm finna go get me some sleep, man. I most definitely appreciate all of y'all supporting this platform, man. These last 2 months, man, y'all been going crazy on their support, dog. These last 2 months, shout out Nat, man. Shout out Nat in the building too, man. One of the early mods. Y'all been supporting the fuck out this platform, man. So I'm finna get in this car, bend these corners, man. Y'all boys stay up and stay blessed. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot. No, we got to drink more water. Everybody, let's get more water in our bodies. That's a fact. I just put a whole case of water in the refrigerator. I'm finna go drink me 2 of them bitches right now, man. Salute to everybody, man. Shout out to Baltimore, too, man. We outside.